From a distance, it looks like a city, just floating on the endless ocean. Planes launching into the sky, radar spinning, people rushing around in uniforms. But within this chaos, there's one man whose world is completely different from the rest. The captain, the brain behind this floating beast. But here's what no one tells you. Where does he sleep? What does he eat? And most importantly, what's it like to live as the captain of one of the world's largest war machines? Stick around, because today we're going to know how captains actually live aboard these monstrous aircraft carriers. Spoiler alert, it's nothing like what movies show you. What exactly is an aircraft carrier? An aircraft carrier isn't just a big ship. It's a floating empire of military precision, machinery, and manpower. The largest in the world, like the USS Gerald R. Ford or the Nimitz-class carriers, stretch over 1,100 feet long and displace over 100,000 tons of water. That's heavier than the Empire State Building. These giants are nuclear-powered, meaning they can operate for 20 years without needing to refuel. The deck itself is a flat airport runway, complete with arresting wires to stop aircraft in seconds and catapults to launch jets at 170 miles per hour in just 2.5 seconds. Below deck? It's an intricate network of compartments like hangars, elevators, gyms, sleeping quarters, armories, and even grocery stores. There are over 5,000 people aboard, from pilots and engineers to cooks and medics. Coordinating such a floating machine is no joke, and at the top of this mechanical city stands the captain. It's more than just driving a boat. It's like running a small nation at sea, with all the diplomatic, logistic, and operational complexity that comes with it. For anyone to lead such a beast, it takes more than experience. It takes relentless precision, discipline, and calm leadership in chaos. Who exactly is the captain? He's not the pirate with a telescope you might imagine. The captain of an aircraft carrier is a highly trained U.S. Navy officer, often with 25-plus years of service. Before taking command of such a prestigious vessel, he had already commanded smaller ships, served on various naval bases, and undergone specialized leadership and tactical training. But here's the twist. On most carriers, there are actually two captains: the ship's commanding officer, CO, and the air wing commander, CAG. The CO is the ship boss and controls navigation, ship safety, and crew conduct, while the CAG handles aircraft and air operations. But when we talk about the captain of the carrier, we're almost always referring to the CO. He answers only to the admiral of the carrier strike group and higher naval command. He is the singular authority inside this metal beast. Every emergency, every flight, every disciplinary action goes through him. Imagine having thousands of lives under your command while maintaining total readiness for combat 24/7. It's a job that demands steel nerves, precise decision-making, and the respect of every officer and sailor aboard. A day in the captain's life. The captain's day is not a 9-to-5 job. It's an unending cycle of readiness, leadership, and vigilance. He wakes early, usually before dawn. His mornings begin with intelligence briefings, ship status updates, and personal inspections of departments. By 0600, he's already made decisions that could affect national security. Breakfast is usually functional, like coffee, eggs, maybe fruit. He meets with department heads for the daily sync: engineering, operations, air wing, supply, and more. After that, he might head to the bridge to oversee maneuvers or down to the flight deck to observe aircraft launches. Throughout the day, he might counsel junior officers, mediate disputes, sign off on repair reports, or speak with admirals via satellite. Lunch is sometimes skipped, eaten standing, or taken during meetings. His evenings include reviewing daily reports, prepping for the next day, and occasionally mentoring officers in one-on-one chats. He may catch 4 to 5 hours of sleep, if lucky. And even then, the red phone beside his bed keeps him tethered to duty. For the captain, rest is a privilege, not a routine. Until now, you must be aspiring to live the captain's life, be it just for a day. But you are not prepared for what else the man in action has on his shoulders. Keep watching. Leadership and decision-making. Aboard a carrier, decisions are constant. When to launch aircraft, how to respond to potential threats, whether to adjust course in bad weather. And each of these decisions starts with the captain. But leadership here isn't just about giving orders. It's about calculated decisions, often under pressure. In rough seas, during aircraft emergencies, or while dealing with internal issues, the captain must keep a level head. Everyone looks to him for guidance, but he also knows when not to act. Sometimes the greatest decision is restraint. He leads by presence, by making rounds on deck, talking to sailors, reading body language. A sudden drop in morale or a tired expression doesn't go unnoticed. He reads the pulse of the ship. The captain also delegates, trusting his officers to act with initiative. But at any time, he can step in. His decisions impact international diplomacy, crew safety, and mission success. That's a weight few can carry. Navigating challenges. Nothing about life at sea is easy. A captain faces a barrage of challenges daily, from technical issues and crew morale to potential enemy threats. The ocean is unpredictable. Waves can rise to 30 feet. Electrical systems can fail mid-mission. Equipment can jam, planes can malfunction, and sometimes even seasoned sailors crack under pressure. The captain must be ready for all of it. During combat deployments, the threat is even higher: missiles, submarines, or cyber attacks. A captain trains endlessly to face these with calm confidence. And then there's the human element. With 5,000 people aboard, conflicts are bound to arise. Personal fights, mental health issues, even criminal incidents can erupt. The captain is the final authority. He must administer justice, ensure discipline, and support rehabilitation. But challenges aren't always dramatic. Sometimes it's deciding whether to give the crew a day off after weeks at sea. Sometimes it's dealing with equipment delays that affect morale. Every small problem, every big crisis, he owns them all. And through it all, the ship moves forward because the captain never stops. Challenges to him aren't roadblocks. They're routine. And his job? To make the impossible look seamless every single day. The broader impact. An aircraft carrier is more than a war machine. It's a floating symbol of diplomacy and disaster relief. And at the top of that symbol stands the captain. When a carrier docks in foreign ports, the captain represents not just the U.S. Navy, but the entire United States. He meets with ambassadors, foreign dignitaries, and occasionally even presidents. His posture, tone, and words reflect global strategy. During humanitarian missions, he becomes a rescuer. Aircraft carriers have brought aid to earthquake-hit regions, evacuated civilians from war zones, and delivered medical support in pandemics. The captain coordinates all of it. He also oversees complex joint operations with allied navies, ensuring harmony and mutual respect. His influence goes beyond the steel walls of the ship. His leadership can shape regional stability, influence negotiations, and build or break alliances. He is trained in soft skills as much as hard power. He must understand cultures, speak diplomatically, and lead with both strength and humility. The broader impact of a carrier captain isn't measured in missiles launched, but in wars prevented, lives saved, and peace maintained. The path to captaincy. No one is born a carrier captain. It takes decades of relentless commitment. A future captain starts as an ensign, the most junior officer. Then comes lieutenant, then lieutenant commander, and finally, if they're good enough. But ranks alone aren't enough. To be considered for carrier command, an officer must complete the aviation command pipeline, serve as an executive officer, XO, and pass rigorous leadership evaluations. Mistakes aren't forgiven. Every mission, every command decision, every evaluation matters. They attend war colleges, train in crisis simulations, and are evaluated on everything from tactical efficiency to emotional intelligence. And even after making captain, not all are chosen for aircraft carriers. The Navy selects only the best. The psychological screening is intense. Leadership under pressure, moral integrity, physical stamina, all are tested. When they finally take command, they are battle-tested warriors with steel discipline and unshakable character. But even then, they know this is not a reward. It's a responsibility. Every step of the journey is hard-earned. So when you see a carrier captain standing tall on the bridge, know this: he didn't just get there, he became that. So the next time you see a massive aircraft carrier roaring across the ocean, just remember that inside that beast, there's a man who hasn't slept in 3 days and who bears the weight of war and peace on his shoulders. This was the mysterious and fascinating life of an aircraft carrier captain. If this gave you chills or opened your eyes to the unknown world at sea, hit that like button, bell icon, and subscribe. Because we've got more secrets from the deep blue coming your way.